Excellent. Welcome to Big Brother's Little Brother. I hope you're very well. Day 15. Time in the house is 7:32. Coming up in today's show, the lovely Leslie's here, everyone. Nice to have her back. Leslie is going to help us get in the minds of her former housemates, and paparazzi pioneer Darren Lyons is with us. He's going to be putting us in the picture about the housemates' future prospects, and we'll see what happened when Darren sent our Nikki, as in Nikki from last year's Big Brother, on a mission to last night's Fantastic Four premiere. What could possibly go wrong there? And all the while, we'll have our trusty audience by my side. Brilliant. Now, in the script it says, "Man, I love you guys," and I'm supposed to grope the audience, but unfortunately there are no men in the front, so if I just give you a polite shake of the hand, so no court cases are brought whatsoever. If that wasn't enough, and of course it is, we're fielding calls from you guys at home. As always, we like to hear from you. It's your show in today's Little Brother's Big Shout. Here's how to get in touch. Pick up the telephone, 0871 200 1040, text studio and your comment to 83188, or email us via the website channel4.com/BBLB. Today's point for discussion is who now, at this current time, when it's all fractious and everything, has the most power in the house? Very interesting. OK, so get the old texts and emails coming in now. Before any of that, however, we always kick off with Little Brother's big news. And cue you! Do the news! No, OK, I'll do it. At 11:45 this morning, now, I know one day they're going to go, all right, then it will, get out of the way. The housemate, give the housemates, the Big Brother, give the housemates, see what you've done now? Their weekly shopping task. Now, in their infinite wisdom, they decided not to spend the money collectively, disaster, but instead to divide it equally. And after failing the sardine task, they each had £8 to spend. Now, concerns were raised early on from an unusual source. Take a look.
I think we should have all agreed on stuff that the whole group can share.
Anybody realise how many arguments are going to come off this set from us three? Are we the only clever people?
I can't believe they just started it like that without ever agreeing.
I think we should go in and say something and just...
Too late now,
No, too late for that, but just say, excuse me, next time we make a decision, can you include man slash
Yeah, people don't include us in decisions because we're the youngest.
Youngest and more like, I don't know, more just like here for fun and stuff. But if they actually listen to us, we're the three most intelligent people in this house, by it looks like at the minute.
Now, you see, the thing is, after yesterday's show, I now understand what the twins can say, and they are not included in discussions because they are the most fun and stuff. There we go. I can tell you the sensible twins and Chanel pooled their money and ordered 2 packs of cornflakes, 3 packs of pasta, 6 tins of tomatoes, 3 packs of mince, 1 tub of butter, 2 bottles of milk and eggs. Tracy, on the other hand, ordered tobacco and bananas. At 2:06 this afternoon, the food shortage got so bad that Jerry decided a drastic course of action was required. Take a look.
From now on, we'll be cooking somebody. We shall resort to cannibalism. I know it's a bit extreme, but it will make good television.
It's a little bit extreme.
We have to start with Amanda. That's the first name. Except we start from the bottom. Should we start from the bottom? We'll start from Ziggy. But, you know, you're lean and we'll have good quality of meat.
Interesting way of looking at it. I actually think we should replace today's Call BBLB with which housemate would you like to eat? And 3:40 this afternoon, Big Brother set the housemates a task called Man Chat with pints of proper beer and pork pies. It was a perfect chance to forget all the recent arguments and enjoy some manly bonhomie.
I think we're a wonderful team, personally.
Do you think we're a wonderful team, Sheldon? It would be wonderful if you stopped interrupting everybody.
I never interrupt. No, I do. I think we're a wonderful team. I think everyone brings something different.
You love the sound of your own voice.
No, I hate the sound of my own voice. How can you say that?
Why don't
How
you
do
just keep quiet all the time?
No, I don't keep quiet. I was listening to everyone. Don't talk to me like that. I'm not listening, huh?
That went well, and that was Little Brother's Big News. Good news today. The stay in the house was short but sweet, and judging by the increased level of squabbling going on in there, it seems absence had quite an effect on the Big Brother house. You could say their loss is our gain. It's Leslie, everyone! Hello, lovely Leslie. Lovely to see you. Me too. Leslie, first things first, are you missing it in there? Do you regret your decision a couple of days down the line?
No.
None at all?
In a word, no.
OK, I'm glad to hear that. So, nominations this week. What do we think? Carol, Shabnam and Tracy.
Carol, Shabs and Tracy. Carol must go.
OK, why?
That's my view. Carol must go.
Yeah, there is a bit of a woo factor there, you're right. Why should Carol go?
Well, Carol's done a huge disservice to the older woman because she's placed herself in a position where she is seen as a washerwoman and servant to the younger women. Carol's got a brain, show it. Carol's got interests, there's all sorts of things going
Well,
on
I said
about
to you
Carol.
on Sunday, there is a real disappointment with Carol because you want to see her. She said, I remember when she was going in, the last thing she said on her VT was, they want arguments, I'll give them arguments. And we just haven't seen that. And she walks away
she just
from the
rolls
arguments.
over and does the washing.
But Carol's a very popular character, I think. Who do you think will go?
I think it could be Tracy.
Are you really?
I don't want it. I don't want it to be Tracy.
OK.
But it might be.
Now, listen, we're talking about power in the house today. Right
Yes.
now, even if she doesn't have the power, Charlie seems to be the centre of
absolutely.
all rows.
Yes.
But despite all this, she didn't receive one nomination.
Yes.
Isn't that extraordinary?
No.
It's not extraordinary.
No, it's not
Why
extraordinary. People are frightened of her. People are genuinely frightened of her. There are all sorts of reasons. I mean, she does carry a lot of power, and you would choose other people before you would choose her.
Really?
Oh, yes.
Because I would have thought, like, traditionally in Big Brother, if people are like that and they start a lot of arguments and so forth, or if people see them as a threat, quite often they do, you know, they use nominations to...
Not if you're frightened of her.
OK.
And she does use the race card.
OK, well,
Yeah.
that's your opinion,
Yeah,
of course.
yeah.
We noted some quite Machiavellian behaviour from Charlie during nominations, however. Take a look at this.
Oh, no.
This week's nominations will take place in 1 hour.
You look, don't worry, just think who's got on your nose or whatever. I don't know what to say. Don't worry about it. Best of luck. I love you lots.
That dress you've got on, I was going to buy that. I'll be wearing that tonight, girl.
When it said the nominations are in 1 hour thing, the twins went outside and Charlie went straight up to them. Oh, don't worry about it, babe. Da, da, da. And I just thought, leave them alone. Leave them alone.
It's just, you know, it's just a process.
Don't worry, man.
Listen, next week, there's 2 other new people.
And she's like, oh, guys, stop. And I just think, stop worming your way around people.
Don't worry, Shawnee. Don't worry.
Stop it. Stop it now.
Now,
Good
of
old
course,
Chanel.
Chanel cottoned onto that, didn't she? But Charlie's big problem is that she can't help but argue with everyone. I mean, there's a scene in The Tonight Show, which is brilliant, where she even turns on Nikki, who's one of her closest friends. Do you think, in the end, this will be her undoing?
No, I think it will keep her in.
Do you?
I do. I think that the fear that the housemates have will mean that she won't be nominated, and the public will want her in there because what else is going on?
Well, she's a great housemate. from our
Yeah,
point
what's
of view, of
going
course.
on?
That's
So
great.
have her
Okay.
there.
Wonderful. For now, we'll speak to you more in just a second. For now, Leslie, everyone, thank you.
Thank you.
Also coming up, tabloid tearaway. Darren Lyons is going to be with us, revealing who's top of the Paps. And Nikki rubbed shoulders with some stars at the movie premiere. Take a look at this and we'll see you in 4.
Oh, it just touched my lip. That's filth-ridden.
Hello, welcome back to Big Brother's Little Brother. It's day 15, the time is 7:45. Not long to go before we hear from crazily coiffeur Darren Lyons with us. But first, Leslie's back! Leslie, we are talking power in the house today.
Yes.
Someone who just seems now to have almost next to none, even though he had loads when he went in, is Ziggy. Now, I'll get your take on this in a second, but his relationship with Chanel seems to have turned a lot of the girls against him. Laura, in particular. Take a look at this.
Yep.
We girls do not need boys.
He's manipulating her. He's using her because he thinks that he's on his own and he needs somebody else because we're all girls. All the girls in the Big Brother house are jealous because they're a nice-looking guy, which is totally wrong. Just because they don't fancy him, he thinks I'm a lesbian, like. He's ugly. No, that is the truth. He so loves himself. It's pathetic. Oh, he's very clever.
Really clever.
And that's why
You were friends and sitting in their house laughing their heads off thinking, my God, you would never, ever, ever speak to a 19-year-old girl, and I know for a fact that they would say,
so?
yeah.
You really think so?
It's all right.
You know nothing about me, Laura.
No, and I'm glad I don't. I'm glad.
Now, the crazy thing here is that a week ago, if someone had said to me, Laura's got this side to her, I would have said, get out of town.
You weren't there. You weren't there, Dermot.
Talking nonsense. So, firstly, why has she got such a dislike for Ziggy?
She actually enjoys people being unhappy. She comes alive when there's unhappiness around. And Ziggy is essentially good news.
Right.
He's good-looking, he's all sorts of things that Laura isn't. And he could have brought happiness and joy to people.
Do you think there's an element of she fancies him at all?
No.
No? Audience?
No.
Well, the guy said yes.
No,
Yeah, I can see.
no, a bacon butty, a chip butty, maybe, but Ziggy, no.
OK, why is it, though, that she has such a problem with him? Because I just thought she was kind of a happy-go-lucky housemate. I thought she was a potential winner.
No, she's not at all. She's extremely sanctimonious, and she set herself up as some sort of Buddha-like earth mother. She doesn't move. You know, she lies there, she sits there, and she watches what goes on, and she just takes great pleasure in other people being miserable.
We've got Laura's younger brother, Mark, on the line. I wonder if he can enlighten us. Hey, Mark.
How are you doing? All right,
How are you? All right?
Not bad.
It's good to speak to you. Now, are you surprised about this? Because, like I said a week ago, I'd have thought this is a potential favourite we're looking at, and I haven't really seen the side to her. Are you surprised about the way she's reacted to Ziggy?
No, not really. Like, I don't think that Laura really dislikes Ziggy in any way. It's just the fact that basically she's under the same roof as him, and they're stepping on each other's toes at the end of the day.
Okay.
Now people have got to realise what I've had to put up with for 22 years, you know?
All right. Have you seen this kind of behaviour before, then?
Pardon? Yeah, that's Laura, man. When she's in the house, she's always been like, you just got to put up with her, like. You know what I mean?
All right, wonderful. Thank you very much, Mark. Take care. Bye-bye. And it's off. There we go.
Yeah, it's good.
Wonderful.
Yes.
OK, do you think... What about the relationship with Ziggy and Chanel? Do you think that might be part of her annoyance? Do you think that's for real?
Oh, I think it does annoy her. It would annoy anyone. It is...
Why? Because it's there in front of you?
Well, it's there, but it's not there. How real is it? What's really going on? You know, yes, it is an annoying thing.
But I guess, like any relationship in a house, there's a certain... People are so self-conscious, and I really like that person, but there's all these cameras around, and the pressure's there.
Oh, I think Ziggy's just missing his dog.
Leslie, what have you been taking for the last couple of days? You were so sweet and charming on Sunday. This is wonderful stuff. OK, now, it's not just Laura. Some of the housemates have been rounding on him lately, too. Do you think he has any other allies other than Chanel?
I think his biggest ally left with me.
Uh-huh.
I mean, we were sort of mates.
Yeah.
You know, he would come in and have a shower, and I, you know, bonded with him.
Have a little watch.
Yeah. What else?
All right, well, listen, in the diary room the other day, he seemed like a broken man. Take a look at this.
Oh, yes.
I don't know if I'm happy. I was thinking if I was told what I was in store for, then I don't know if I would have gone with it. Because I feel like I've been here a week and a bit, and I feel like I've done probably a good couple of months, and I'm worn out big time. I'm a strong boy. Since I started here, I've been on my own, I feel. So I think I can take it. It really makes no difference to me at the end of the day. Some people you'll choose to see again, some people you won't. But I think the morale in the house is completely at its lowest. And I kind of feel like I'm going a little bit crazy, stir crazy.
Just lastly, Leslie, he says he wants some heterosexual men in there. Is that it, or should he just embrace the gayness?
I think he should get out, but then I would say that.
Yeah, don't say that. Take your advice, they'll all be out.
There ought to be a cryometer. Who's cried nearly as much as me?
Yeah.
And that's Ziggy.
You think Ziggy? All right, brilliant.
Yeah.
For now, thank you very much, Leslie,
Thank you.
everyone. So, barring any setbacks in the next couple of days, we'll be having our very first eviction in this series on Friday. About time, too, I have to say. So whether you think Carol should clear off, Shabnam should shut it, or indeed Tracy has had it, pick up the phone and make your vote count. To evict Carol, call 09911 21 22 02. To evict Shabnam, call 09911 21 22 10. To evict Tracy, call 09911 21 22 11. There you go. One of those is going to be coming out on Friday. What kind of attention can they expect to get? Here to talk us through the housemates' future fame prospects is star of Deadline and all-round tabloid tyrant Darren Lyons.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, fantastic. First things first, you are beautiful. Come on, give it to me. Love it.
Baby!
Eventful first fortnight. OK, how are you finding it this year?
Well, I think it's a very media-savvy house. That's one thing I'm picking up more than last year's, is that they're all valuing their worth right now.
Do you watch it in that regard? Do you watch it as a just entertainment, or do you go, OK, let's see how these guys are playing?
No, very much. I know who's going to have, or almost now, who's going to have the value inside and out of that when they come out of the house.
Go on.
Well, Chanel already is... I mean, we're getting pictures sent in to us now of Chanel, all the sexy pictures you're seeing in the tabloids. It's made around about, from family and friends, made about £16,000 to £17,000 already for one punter.
Wow.
So, and that, well, last year, Pete, was 66,000 just from friends and family sending in pictures. So the tabloids are desperate and you need an agent to do it. So from that, I'm looking for tabloid value and future fame. Chanel has got it in that respect, you know.
Who else?
The twins. The twins have got something about them. Innocent as it may be, we had bunny outfits with them the other day sent into the website, and I think that they are going to really hit it quite big, and also in telly.
Is there a touch of barely legal with the twins that I'm a little bit worried about?
Well, yeah, I suppose there is, but I think the innocent it really attracts. I mean, it is thick as two short planks, but is it really? No, I think it's their age, and I think that, you know, they're keeping kind of out of it at the moment. It is almost delightfully young.
Yeah, OK. Who holds the least tabloid appeal, do you think?
Oh, geez, I tell you, well, Carol, although I tell you what, a picture of her at the moment, if she came out of the house in the eviction, I tell you, it's going to make a fortune. Her in a beach in Barbados, you know, rolls of fat makes rolls of cash.
Does she make rolls of cash, or does the photographer make rolls of cash?
Well, it depends. There's a lot of setups that go on after Big
what
Brother.
Scenario?
Well, the media agency, you know, everyone that comes out of Big Brother is going to need a very good media agent and is going to need a very good management. They are two very different things. There's a lot of money to be made in the media, in magazine interviews, in photo shoots, and set up paparazzi shoots all over the world. So they get travel and they get a lot of money for it.
So I know it's early days, but at the moment, say Chanel and the twins.
Chanel and Ziggy. Ziggy's going to be unusual for a man. Now, Pete really shunned the limelight and the publicity last year after winning.
Ziggy won't do that.
No, he's going to love it. Absolutely love it. But I think he's also making a big mistake. He could be really quite early out. You never know with Ziggy because he's becoming a bit of a girl's blouse in there, but he's surrounded by women madness.
And you know, I know this is probably an indiscreet question, but it's probably what most people at home are thinking. How much money, say, can Chanel and Ziggy and the twins make?
Oh, look, at the end of the day, it's quite easy that they could become millionaires.
No.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no doubt about it. I mean, I would say just from media sales, I could make someone the winner of this, depending on the brand value. If it is Chanel, she'll make just in media sales $250,000 as soon as she walks out that door.
Yeah.
So, you know, and endorsements, etc., 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 it's big bucks. But at the moment, the public are making the money, Dermot, with the pictures, and them in the house don't realise.
Sure.
And I think people like Charlie and Shabnam think they're going to make a fortune, and I think it is actually going to rebel totally against them.
OK, listen, you sent Nikki to a premiere last night. Let's see how she got on.
At the Rise of the Silver Surfer premiere for Fantastic Four.
I don't know who he is. Oh, he's only the director. I didn't even know there was such a film called The Famous Four.
Well, it's Fantastic Four, isn't it?
Oh, it just touched my lip. That's filth-ridden. Joan! Rowan! Rowan! He's not listening to me. I think that's quite arrogant. She's on her way, Jessica Alba. Fingers crossed. Jessica! Jessica! Over here! Jessica! Have you heard of Big Brother?
I have heard of Big Brother, yes.
Have you been watching any of this year's Big Brother?
I haven't, I'm sorry.
Do they have Big Brother in America?
They do show it, yeah. But I just don't, unfortunately, I don't watch it.
Okay, thank you. Someone just stabbed me in the shoulder. Was it you?
No.
Can I interview you for BBLB?
For who?
Big Brother's little brother. Have you heard of Big Brother?
Pepper?
Yes, I have. Yes, I have. I have heard of it. I haven't had much time. I've been running around the world for the Fantastic Four.
Well, that went quite well. My second interview of the night. I'm getting so crushed. Alex! BBUK! BBUK! Oh, come on, Alex! Alex, what do you think of this year's Big Brother?
I think it's great. It's nice to see you as well. You're out and
Good
about.
to see you again, Alex.
Go the B team. Go the B team.
Oh, bless you. Enjoy the film. He's so hot. Nikki Graham signing out from the... Hello. So I'm off now. B team signing out. Back over to you, Dermot.
Thanks, Darren Lyons, everyone. Thanks, buddy.
Fantastic. Cheers.
Time for today's Little Brother's Big Shout. Today's question is, who holds the power in the house? Only got about a minute left, but Leslie's still with us. And Dave is in London. Hello, Dave.
Hello there, Dermot. Oh, boy, how you doing?
What do you think, then, Dave? Who's got the power in the
I
house?
reckon it's definitely got to be Shawnee.
Ooh,
I reckon
why?
he's just saving it up. He's a bit of an amateur psychologist. I reckon pretty shortly we're going to see him deal the death blow to Charlie.
OK, interesting. What do you think? I think Shawnee could have a lot of power in the house.
Oh, well, I'm not Shawnee's best friend, am I? So I hope he's wrong, this chap.
OK. Lauren in Shropshire, very briefly. Lauren, what do you say?
I think Charlie's definitely the most powerful housemate at the moment.
Why?
I think she's quite a strong character. She's very opinionated, very outspoken, and I think she's kind of encouraging Shabnam to follow in her footsteps, so I think she's quite manipulative as well.
OK, brilliant. Thank you very much, Lauren in Shropshire. That is it from us. Don't forget, main show tonight, A Big Mouth with Alexa. Thanks to all our guests. We're back tomorrow. Take care. Have a good night. Bye-bye.